everyone! My name is Ms. Jane and I'm here to talk to you about how to design your own greeting card. Greeting card designers use typography, layouts, and other art elements to create greeting cards, but we're going to personalize ours a little bit more with the project that we're doing because we want to send ours to someone specific that we care about. So let's get started. I hope you have fun! The materials you need for this project include card paper, scrap paper, an envelope, a stamp, your worksheet, some type of adhesive, scissors, a writing utensil, and colored pencils. Once you have these materials together, you are ready to get started. So my first step for putting my card together is thinking about who I would like to send it to. So I've decided to send mine to my grandma because I don't get the chance to see her very often. So I'm going to start out by making a little concept web, and I'm just trying to think about different things that she's interested in. So I'm drawing lines to connect them to her name, and then some of them, like one of the things she likes is bugs. So when I was thinking about that, I was thinking about what kinds of bugs she likes, and she really likes both ladybugs and bees. So those are both offshoots of that idea. After putting my concept web together, I am going to draw a general layout for how I want to make my card. This does not have to be too specific. And the first thing you'll decide with that is whether you would like your card to lay vertically or horizontally. I'm going to add some small little details inside to help focus in on what I would specifically like to write or draw or add as pop-up elements. So those are all things you can think about while you're in this brainstorming phase. So once I have thought a bit about the elements I would like to incorporate into my design and how I would like to set up my card, I'm going to make one final drawing that just kind of helps me put together the way that I would like to set up my bigger card. So you can see I'm making a larger thumbnail, and this will just help me out in terms of thinking about some of my final ideas. And again, it is okay to change this as you go along too. You don't have to hold to this, but this is a really great tool for thinking about how you want to set up your card. Now that all my brainstorming is done, I'm going to get started putting my card together, and my first step is folding my piece of paper in half. So I'll line up the corners and then press down against the edge of the card. Now that your card is all folded, your next step is to add your designs and your text. So pretty much anything that is going to be on the first layer of your card and isn't going to be glued over it is what you should be adding right now. So now that I've added designs to both the inside and outside of my card, I am adding my text. And I added my text on separate sheets of paper. So I'm taking these extra sheets of paper where I wrote my text, and I'm using adhesive to place them onto my card. So this is a great opportunity to go back, look at your card, and think about if there's anywhere else you would like to add more details. So I'm going back in and adding some more to the polka dots that I added before and just finishing that up. So now that I've added some more details, I am all set to get started on my pop-up element. To get started with my pop-up element, I'm going to take a separate sheet of paper and draw something on it. So because I know how much my grandma likes bees and insects, I want to incorporate some of those into her card. So right now I am drawing a bee. Think about making a shape that will be easy to cut out and maybe something a little bit more colorful or detailed than what you have on your card, because your pop-up element will be a very important focal point of your design. Now that I've finished drawing my shape, I am going to take my scissors and cut out the general outline. If your design has a lot of details, you can think about ways that you don't have to be super specific as you do this, and just cut out the general shape around your design so that you don't have to get too caught up in the details. Now I will take my design and place it on my paper. I'm going to cut out a small strip that I'm going to use to create the pop-up function. So I'll take that strip and fold it into a Z shape, as you can see right there. I will use my adhesive to secure one end of the folded piece of paper to my card and the other end to my design, and that's what will be used as a spring to make my design spring up when the card gets opened. So you can experiment a lot with the placement and layout of this as you work. And if you use something like tape or a glue dot, you'll be able to move it around as well. So congratulations! If you're following along with the video, that means you've added your first pop-up element. You could leave it at that or keep adding more. I pre-made several other pop-up elements that I'm adding right now to my card that you can see. So I have another bee, some flowers, some polka dots, just a lot of different things that I think my grandma would like and appreciate having as part of her card. But you don't have to make yours as elaborate with the pop-up elements if you don't want to. So now you can see I've added all my pop-up elements to my card, and you can see how they all lift slightly off the page. So I'm really excited about everything I have going on with my card. So for my final step, I'm just going to make my envelope so I can send my card out into the world. You can see I added my address line to the person I'm sending it to, my return address in the top left corner, and a stamp in the top right. You can also add some drawn elements as well. I hope you had fun designing your greeting card, and I'm sure whoever you're going to send it to will appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for watching!